issue? Uh,
Colored?
hello?
Hello. Is your knife colored?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I have something for you.
Oh, okay. Oh, right.
I don't know. It could be
Thank you.
completely useless, but we were running around yesterday, and then they were like, "It's oregano. Pick it up." And I said, "Okay."
Yeah, oregano is used for the margarita pizzas.
Ah, yeah. I asked what it was used for, and they told me a long list of foods, and I said, "Do I look like I know how to make anything that you just stated?" And yeah. And they're like, "That's a good point. Just give it to Lydia."
Yeah. But, yeah, this will
Yeah,
be
how's it
put
going?
to good use.
Good, good, yeah. Hey, you just wake up?
Yeah, I just woke up. Just
Yeah,
checking
that's
my
fair.
telegrams.
Yeah, it's all good. All right, I'm gonna go back across the street.
Alright.
All right, well, let's go. Back to the barrel. There we go.
Do you even know anyone in French? Aside
Yeah,
from
my
the
mom.
doctor.
This is awkward. Alright, so for carrot cake. We need carrots, flour, eggs, and sugar. I'm pretty sure we have butter at the apartment. Or kitchen, that is. think I still have carrots in here. Wait, what is the second one? Oh, I know what it is. Never mind. I don't often call for my horse like that, but Lydia walked by the stable, so might as well say that she had her horse get tacked up. Good God. Of course. It's a 2,000 and have to pay rent again. I thought I was gonna need to pay rent and I forgot to grab the money. Someone sent me a telegram, but we're gonna make this first. That was almost bad. What am I missing? Oh, butter. Please have butter. Shit. Oh, okay. We gotta go get butter now. Might as well check the telegrams while we're on our way by.
I like your coat a lot.
Oh, thank you.
It's a really nice coat.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
I love your.
Yeah, I'm a
I love your
fancy
suit.
gentleman. Yeah,
Yeah, I see that.
yeah. I'm proper. I know all about books and that, and like I live a fulfilling life.
I see.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I love your suit.
Thank
Nice
you.
shade of green.
My name's Bug.
Say that again?
My name is Bug.
Bug.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you. I'm Lydia.
Hello, Lydia. How comes you dress so nice?
Um, I just like dressing this way, I suppose.
What do you do?
I'm the bartender at the Bastille.
Oh, I like the Bastille. The Bastille's nice.
Yeah. Yeah, we try to be, yeah.
Yeah.
I suppose I'm more of the kitchen manager. I make the food, but I do get behind the bar when we don't really have much of anyone else to.
Bug,
Good.
the owner of the bank.
Whoa, it's
Hello,
a bug.
hello.
Look at this fancy guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
not worthy.
shit.
We are not worthy of staying
Dennis.
in your.
No, that's John Denis right there.
Dennis St. Dennis.
Holy shit.
Well, I gotta get back to work, but it was nice
Nice
to
to
meet you.
meet you.
Oh.
Whoa.
Jesus
You like
Christ.
that?
Holy shit.
What about this?
Ooh,
Oh,
okay,
he's
Bug,
going to
alright.
the
My
other
God.
one.
Okay, Bug.
That was fucking awkward.
No, they are. They are for you.
I know, but you know.
Yeah, all right. Hello, ma'am.
Hello.
Hello. Just, no one's working behind the counter, right?
Nope.
No.
No? Okay.
Hey, ma'am, do you have dice?
Ice?
Dice.
Dice. No,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't.
You know where we could buy some?
I do believe that the, you can probably pick some up at the Corrigan, actually, on the boat. The casino boat.
Oh, all right. Let's head that way.
I'm pretty sure that you can.
Well, we'll see. We'll see.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's a good game. I'll show you. Which one is the casino boat?
Perhaps. Oh. I was looking for butter, not. Oh god. 50 cents.
know it's because I'm powerful.
Wow.
You're gonna die, man.
This is bug.
No, you still.
No,
You
hold
still
on.
seem like you haven't taken a bath.
No, he's
Yeah.
taking a bath.
I should
And
get a
all that.
haircut.
Took a
How come
bath
your
and all that
glasses
money
are
of
so
his.
little?
Because he only needs to read the tiny fine print.
That's right.
Okay.
He speaks in tongues.
He signs
Oh.
contracts all day
Hey.
long.
Because
He's a
there's
very
so many
important
zeros
businessman.
at the end of his bank account
Right.
that he has to, you know,
Yeah,
have
he's the
smaller
way that-
Mr.
glasses to
Bugs.
see him.
Mr. Bug speaks in tongues and prophecies only.
Wait,
Yeah,
look at me,
he-
Mr. Bug.
I love that we're calling him Mr. Bug. Holy shit.
Bug,
Yeah.
you're scaring me.
Put a curse on you. Put a curse in your ass.
Bug,
Right, sorry, I'm getting out. I'm out of
you're
control right now.
scaring me.
I'm out of control right now. Wait, hang on. You know there's a second level to it.
Let's make this cake, finally. Oops, that's not what I want. Here we go. Alright. Need to stop by the Bastille to get a stew and see what's going on. And then we'll take this to Rhodes. This is going to Rhodes, right? Yep. Ah, yes, the case of ripping down flyers again. Uh, I think I have a screenshot of what that's supposed to look like. I'm pretty sure I took a screenshot of that. I did. Something's wrong. Here we go. Here we go. La Bastille. Right, some of our world famous hot also whenever time goes in. Offering less expensive. I think we're already in the crossing. Bartender shifts, early shift. Late shift. Okay. All right. Sorry. I'll go send that telegram to Miss Brownie. Check telegrams and then go to roads. I'm gonna go ahead and check. Okay. I can't remember if I put the... I'm gonna save this one just in case. Okay.
Hello.
Okay, Lydia. Finally can go deliver that carrot cake.
Damn folk won't leave me the hell alone.
Only 5. Okay. $15. Another carrot cake one. Sure. Eve, but we won't disturb her. Lydia's on work mode. Pay for the money she just spent. Let's see, we have 3 in the apartment, so we'll do 2. else do I need? 5 carrots, 1 flour, 3 eggs, 5 sugar, butter. Okay.
Morning there, miss.
Need this, and I need butter. Sorry. That was almost bad. Sorry, I'm a little quiet tonight. I'm just kind of zoned out doing work. Another 75. There's this hard-boiled one. I don't know if it's gonna be worth it. We'll probably go to the city and see if there's anything worth doing on that board. Oh wait, is that Eve? Oh, that is Eve.
Bonjour.
Hello.
Is that you?
Yeah, it is.
I just
I-
sent you a telegram.
Okay, I did a double take. I didn't quite recognize you, and then I glanced over and I recognized the horse. I was like, wait a minute, I think that was Eve.
Oh, yeah? I've put together a bit I suppose a more appropriate outfit for picking herbs.
I see. Yeah, that'd be good.
A bit more comfortable than my typical skirts. I must go to Valentine to deliver my herbs, but would you be happy to go with me? We can chat.
Sure. Let me go read that telegram so it's not bothering me. But then
Of course.
yeah.
I will wait. Adieu.
I'm gonna stop by the bank because I made a delivery here in Rhodes, and then we can go to Valentine.
All right. That sounds good to me.
Okay.
All right. So, comment ça va?
What was that?
Comment ça va?
I'm good. How about yourself?
Ah, tranquille, ça va. I'm well.
That's good.
Mm.
So the ranger helped you find some milkweed?
Oui, as Monsieur Tiate is very kind. He rolled
That's good.
me some strawberry to on the way to Saint Denis, and then showed me where there was much milkweed.
Oh wow, that's good.
Oh,
Rangers-
oui.
Rangers are very helpful. I want to bug them again for some recipes that I may be missing.
Oh, oui, they are very kind. It was like I simply asked a question, and he was immediately like, "Oui, I will help you." I was like, "Oh, magnifique!" I felt such a fool. I went all the way out to the islands. I started picking all of this bitterweed, and it was all useless for nothing. So now I am stuck with all this bitterweed for no reason.
Well, I mean, you can hold on to it because I know I've encountered some bitterweed. People asking for bitterweed on the job boards.
Oh, that is good. That is alright. Honestly, I was getting worried. I had not seen anyone asking for herbs or perfume for it feels like weeks, you know?
Yeah, it feels like it's more food and drinks lately.
Oh yeah, I am not a chef, I'm not a baker. I know how to do some, I am not that skilled at it. There is not even anyone asking for wines or anything. It is all just mixed drinks. And I'm
Yeah.
so confused.
I think it I think people go in it's the whole supply and demand thing. At one minute they're looking for perfume, next they're looking for food and drinks. So who knows, maybe food and drinks will stop being requested and more herbs and perfume might start being requested again.
I'm open as much. I do not want to be destitute while I wait for a response from the medical department.
Are you still waiting?
Oh, oui. You know, I am understanding if it takes a while. I am someone with no background in such field. So I think perhaps they are considering me carefully.
Yeah, I can understand that, but I hope you get it.
I at least assume. I have no idea. To be honest, I'm an unknown French woman. Though I think I'm going to try and translate a medical book. I was speaking with a medical trainee, and he was very interested in some of the things I add from the doctor that I spoke with in France.
Oh, really?
So I think I shall perhaps try and translate and give it to him.
I'm sure they would love that.
I am not sure how much use it will be, but perhaps it has some techniques in it that they do not know.
Yeah, perhaps.
So I'm curious, what do you think? Is green a good color for me?
What was that?
Is perhaps green a good color for me?
Green's a great color for you.
That is a rainy. No, I'm actually a bit hot, so I shall take my coat off.
I am unfortunately stuck with this coat on.
That is alright. It's a very nice coat.
Thank you.
I do not think I could pull it off as well as you.
Oh, I'm sure you could. Maybe we put one together for picking herbs.
You know, I am quite interested perhaps in someday getting a, I do not know, a more relaxed outfit? I do not know how to describe, but you are so good at putting them together, I wish to ask your help.
A more relaxed outfit. I don't think I've ever had anyone tell me that my outfits are rather relaxed, actually.
No, I mean, I do not know. They are relaxed to me. I'm always wearing skirts and dresses, you know.
Yeah. I always get pinpointed as being the fancy city girl. Just the other day, I got picked up by a group of people who don't like the East very well.
You know, I suppose considering the overall state of some of the comments that I've seen from others, I am not surprised. No, those ruffians that took me the other day, they were also ragged and they were so, I do not know. They look so destitute. I could not think of another word to describe right now. But they were so, like, perhaps if they took some time, took a bath, maybe even in a river, or, you know, took a needle and dry into their clothes, clean themselves up, had a shave, and did not stink as much. Oh my god, the smell. Oh, it was terrible.
Put as much effort as possible in their appearance.
It is not even putting much effort. It is putting a bare minimum, you know?
To a lot of people, that is actually a lot of effort.
I do not know. It is not very hard. And perhaps they would feel better about themselves.
Yeah, perhaps.
Maybe they would reconsider their life. You know? Or something from one bath.
Yeah, you would think that would help their spirits, honestly.
I do not know. They were more interested in showing off their guns, how dangerous and violent they were. They were more. It was like a parade of peacocks strutting around.
That's exactly how it is.
Oh, look at me.
Nerve-wracking, but
Look how dangerous I am. I'll shoot your horse. I'll shoot this woman in the head.
oh
Oh,
goodness.
do as I say. Oh, mon Dieu. And then they mock me for my accent.
Really?
They go, oh, oui, oui. And I go, quoi? You are saying yes, yes to me? Do you infer something? Or are you just so, I do not know, lacking in the thought department that all you can say is yes?
Oh god. You didn't actually say that, did you?
No, mon Dieu, I did not. I was too terrified. They
Okay.
were holding guns. They were all shooting their guns at the cash register because they could not open it. Ah, it's just ridiculous. I do not mean to insult these people. I'm sure they have their own circumstances.
Probably. Or they're just doing it for fun, I guess. Some
I
people
do
do
not
that.
know. I like to prefer to think that perhaps they have some circumstances that make life difficult for them, you know?
Yeah.
Several of them did not seem like they actually wanted to hurt me. And one of them even told me that you will not be armed. I was unsure if I should believe them, but
I always I'm always cautious when someone says they're not gonna harm me, because you never know, they might go against their word.
oui, I suppose it is a matter of convenience, you know?
Yeah. Trying to make you less nervous, I suppose.
I suppose
Drop your
a more
guard.
nervous person is a more dangerous person because they are unpredictable.
Yeah, true.
And certainly I was very scared and nervous, but to be honest, in telling me it was not going to harm me did not make me feel more at ease. One moment. I must check my map. Alright, it is at the doctor's office. I think perhaps I'm back.
Yeah, I was about to say they have a place around back to make your deliveries to them.
Oh, very good. I wonder if there are deputies in town. I noticed so that checkpoint outside of town, nearby the oil field, it looked like it was set on fire.
It looks like what?
It was set on fire. So
Oh goodness.
I sent a telegram a while ago about it, but I just want to check to make sure everything's okay.
Alright.
But I do not see any deputies here.
No, it doesn't look like it.
Alright. Oh, there is this one. Alright. I want to go to the bank, but oh, mon Dieu, I did not mean to up off my horse. Do you mind looking at the flower I picked up earlier? I do not know what it is.
Sure.
I found it in a swamp, and the ranger did not know what it was either.
Let me see here.
I could not find it in my book, but I suppose it is just something that they did not have documented.
So I do believe this is called a blood flower. I actually don't know a whole lot about it. I've heard about it, and I intended to go look around to see where it grows so I can make documentation myself. Because I have a large book of herbs that I've been documenting, and this was one of them that I've been missing, actually.
A blood flower, fleur de sang? Very
Yeah.
interesting. So I found it actually not too far away from the Milk Queen.
Oh, really?
It was So you know, how do I describe them? The double bridges outside of Saint Denis, near that large white mansion.
Oh, yes.
If you take a left as you come out of town, and you go towards that wooden bridge that is near the other entrance. It is on the right side of the road. There are 2 bushes.
Interesting. Okay. I'm not entirely sure what their uses are for, but I have heard about them.
I am unsure. The ranger also seemed a bit defined. Oh, merci. I need to get another bag. I am so full of abs right now. It is absolutely absurd.
I have 4 airbags, so
Mon Dieu. I think the abs I will try to unapp too.
I have 1 airbag just full of oregano. I have 1 that's just full of burdock roots, and I've got 2 that are just a mixed bag of things.
Oh, it is a lot of both of those. Burdock roots, oregano. A lot of horses.
There's a lot of horses.
Alright. Much better. It is nice to have some positive money.
I imagine so.
Alright. Well, my business is concluded. Do you have anywhere you want to go?
Not really.
About back to roads?
I was about to say, probably not here in Valentine. Yeah, we can go back to roads.
I think perhaps I want to visit the bar. Have a bath, wash off all of that swamp muck. Ugh,
I don't blame you.
mon Dieu, I am so tired of it. I feel like I was wading through so much water and mud.
Especially after we wander around here in Valentine, this is not helpful.
Oh, very much. I agree. I think I want to check the job on here. If that is okay.
Okay.
Though I doubt I will not find what I'm looking for.
Yeah, Valentine seems to be a very, very much on the miss side of hit and miss.
There are so many people who want milk. I do not understand.
So many what?
There are so many who want milk. You know?
Oh, yes, I have noticed that.
I do not know why. It is like there is a shortage of milk around the crossing.
Apparently.
Oh, there is one very thirsty person. I'm unsure which is the more likely of the case.
That's a good question. I don't know.
Is it you? Do you want lots of milk?
Me? No.
You are seeking so much milk. What are you baking? What are you cooking up, Lydia? Tell me
I
your
don't-
milk secrets.
I don't actually use a whole lot of milk, to be honest. Not too often.
You
Except
know,
for
how many recipes do you know?
quite a bit, actually. though I am still hunting for some of them.
I was thinking perhaps I met them so a long time ago at home with my sister and my mother. We used to make candies together.
Oh,
So I am thinking perhaps I might try and pick that up again.
that would be nice.
Oh, the ranger showed me where there are some cocoa growing in Saint Denis.
Yeah.
It is a pink plant.
Yeah,
It is growing
I've seen.
just outside of that Blanc Machin. The
There's
Blanc Chateau?
several plants behind in the alleyway behind the medical office in Saint Denis too.
I'm sorry, there is cocoa growing in the alleyway?
Yep.
That is so strange. It's an odd place for that plant to grow. How am I supposed to note that in my book? Grows in alleyways in cities. So, I'm quite curious how you are doing, how things have been.
Stressful?
It sounded like there is a lot going on.
Yes, a lot going on. The whole situation that I was crying about to you before is resolved, yet I find myself in another situation.
This is with that, what is the monsieur's name? Victor?
Declan?
Is it Declan or Victor that I met? The gentleman with red hair. In black hair?
Oh, Virgil.
Oh, Virgil. I'm so sorry. I am saying the wrong name.
Virgil.
I could not understand him. I'm sorry.
He mutters a lot and he has a very deep voice, so it doesn't help. But no, it's not with Virgil.
And I'm saying, je ne comprends pas, monsieur. I do not understand what you're saying. And then it's the same way, and I'm going, you are not remedying the situation, monsieur. I apologize.
I surprisingly got him to laugh the other day. He's not much of a talker and he doesn't really laugh or joke often.
Since
I actually got him to laugh.
I do not know what the correct term is. It is like a tap turn. Very tepid, like a water. Calm.
Oh, yes.
Contemplative.
Yeah, he's very calm. He observes more than he does any talking. You have to prompt him in order to get him to say much.
Oh, I do not do well with those kinds of people.
I don't mind. I'm used to someone shadowing me like that back in New York. They don't do a whole lot of talking. But no, it's not with him.
Sorry, I did not mean to interrupt, but I look over and I saw that cheval back there, and some reason the way that the pattern of the bush was behind it, he looked like he was a very fat horse. Like its belly extended all the way to the ground.
Oh goodness!
I was very shocked for a moment.
I think I saw what you saw, but I just kind of took it in. It's like, oh look, a
It
horse.
was the blanc horse, the white one. It looked so large. I was like, mon Dieu, are you okay? Eating too much grass? Sorry, go on.
So instead of doing, like I said, and writing off men, there's this guy that I've known for a good long while, even while I was married at the time. It turns out that he's had a crush on me the entire time, and I might have not had some feelings for him as well that I just kind of held back.
You push aside. Oui?
Yeah. it was an unexpected moment. We had a very, very unexpected moment. It was a deep conversation. I was trying to help him out because he's dealing with some things. And it just kind of happened. Which kind of threw both of us for a loop, honestly. But the thing is, I like him. I really do. I care for him a lot, but he's going through so much, and I just do not feel like he is... I mean, he's trying, but I don't feel like he's trying hard enough to help his situation. And
That is a conundrum.
he is hurt. He's severely hurt. But he's not a very good patient. I've been trying to take care of him because I do actually know a little bit of medical. So I've been trying to... Obviously, a doctor took care of him, but I was trying to be the nurse after the fact. But he gets stir crazy, and he pushed himself too hard and caused an internal bleed, which had to once again be looked at by a doctor. He's recently been cleared for light work, but I don't think he understands the concept of light work. So I'm worried that he's hurting himself yet again. And the entire time he gets very volatile sometimes, emotional, and people are pushing his buttons a little too much, so he gets into arguments. So between my concern with his health and also his health in both aspects, both physical and mental, I am also working. I'm not getting a whole lot of sleep between the concern of him and work. And like I said, I really like him. I promised that I would be by his side because he feels like no one else is. But I'm starting to feel like I'm not going to be able to keep that promise for very long. If he just he's not helping himself.
Oh, yeah, that is what I was about to say, actually. If a person does not actually want to up themselves, or wants to improve or get better, they will only get worse.
Yeah.
But sometimes as well, that sort of thing must be pointed out, you know?
Yeah.
I think it is very kind and very brave that you are by their side so much. I think it is good. But it is again also important to think of yourself.
Yeah, I know. He
Bala?
He's been working tonight. I sent him a telegram to be careful, but I've not gotten any responses back since then. It's getting me a little concerned.
I'm sorry, it sounds like your special friend is a deputy?
No, he's not a
No?
deputy.
Oh, I see. Well, you know, again, a person can only get better if they actually want to get better, you know?
Yeah.
It is hard to, it is hard to actually improve if all of your efforts go into creating more problems.
Yeah. It was a stupid argument between him and a friend over something I feel guilty about last night. I've been trying not to make it my fault.
Yeah, go talk. Or something else? Do not see one.
Sorry, what was that?
Backup chair, self-service. A go talk.
No, I don't see one.
Alright, if you give me one moment, I must go to the bath. Yes.
It's
Alright?
that's alright.
I will be just
Alright.
one moment.
Okay.
Oh, I'm so tired of this swamp smell all over me. Alright.
Feel better?
Oh, so much better.
Yesterday, I needed some blackberries, and they're in tall trees,
Mm-hmm.
which is a very scary place for someone like me.
I have not gone there, and I will not go there. I do not have any methods of handling that sort of place on my own.
Yeah. I bought myself a long arm finally. I don't like shooting it, but I brought it with me because I didn't really have any help. And got the berries that I needed. Thankfully I didn't encounter any grizzly bears. I encountered black bears, so that was about it. And I was getting deeper and deeper. I went into tall trees, the more scared I was getting. So I was like, okay, I think I have enough berries. And I left. Only to realize later that I was 10 berries short of my goal, which I had voiced out loud in frustration, and he overheard and immediately turned around and said, I'll go get him, which I unfortunately had something that I had to do, or else I would have gone with him. But he was literally just cleared for light work, and tall trees is not a place for light work. So I turned to my friend and I asked them that they go with him. At the time, I completely overlooked the fact that they don't really get along so well. But since I asked them to help, they of course said yes. They sided out, but they said yes, and they went after him. So I went off to do. I had to go eat dinner, so I went off to go eat dinner. And when I came back from eating dinner, I had a telegram, so I checked it, and it was Will, my guy, that a very long letter basically detailing what happened and how he said that he could take care of himself. He didn't need them to be babysitting him, and it was a whole mess that they sat there and threatened him and insulted him and everything else, and now he doesn't want to have anything to do with this person ever again. And while I'm reading this, here comes Mickey, the person in question, and they was sitting there absolutely ripping into me in anger while I'm reading this this telegram. And it's at the telegram station where there's people around, so I had to put the telegram down and walk away so I can lure Mickey away from people so they can continue to yell without an audience. And of course, Mickey's side of the story is Will is, being selfish and tired of his woe is me, and it was a whole storm of nonsense, to be honest. And I felt chastised and guilty and everything else because it was my idea to put them together to get the berries that I needed. It wasn't, honestly, I shouldn't even asked or even voiced it because I could have just gotten it myself later. But it caused a whole situation that I'm pretty sure, because we all worked together, I'm pretty sure it got brought up to our boss. Which is not a situation that needs to be brought up to him, honestly. He doesn't need to listen to all this petty nonsense. It was stupid to be angry over berries. And today I talked to Mickey's boyfriend, who also works with all of us, and he wanted to hear my side of the story. Thankfully, he doesn't seem upset. He actually agreed that Mickey was being wrong in everything that they said and did to Will. I mean, Will didn't help matters, but Mickey definitely caused a lot of this. They literally threatened to hurt Will more while in tall trees.
Oh dear. And
Yeah.
that is a very sticky mess you have there.
Yes, it is.
Honestly, it sounds like both of them are dealing with some very troublesome demons, you know?
Yeah, yeah, definitely. And
I
they're
do not
just
think you should blame yourself though for their own troubles. You know, you are a person. You are allowed, and you should be free to, express your concerns, your discomforts, your problems without worry about these sorts of things happening. You know, it is not your responsibility for another person to act civil.
yeah.
It is their responsibility to have that minimum of decorum to at least acknowledge that they are doing something as a favor for a friend, put aside whatever personal quandaries they might have.
Yeah.
That is not your responsibility, and I think you are, as usual, quite hard on yourself, Lydia.
Yeah, I know. I know logically I know. It's in the back of my head. I shouldn't feel the way that I feel, but it
Of course, and I can sit here and I can judge, from a seat from far away from all of it, and I can make all of these judgments, but I am not there. I am not emotionally invested. I am not
Yeah.
dealing with it on a daily basis. I am not being yelled at. I am not suffering the same sorts of, problems that you have. But, perhaps I can offer another perspective.
another perspective is always good.
hmm But that does not sound like a very enviable situation.
Well, I can't help but think that because of my actions yesterday, that Will is now keeping his distance. I mean, earlier today I helped Will with an orange delivery job. He works hard in making deliveries and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
which I helped him with, and then we parted ways. I had to go do some things on my own, but he sent me a telegram basically saying that he's going to do some more deliveries. Don't wait up, is what his telegram said. And I sent a telegram back basically saying just to be careful, please. You're supposed to be doing light work, and I've not gotten a response back. And I'm not entirely sure if it's he got himself hurt or if he's simply just ignoring me and avoiding me so I don't go asking for more people to go looking for him. I don't know. I feel like there's now kind of a distance there after what I did. Even though he says that it's not my fault.
Mm. Do you know, the good strategy you might start doing?
What's that?
Take a moment and sort of step back, you know. And take a look at because you are saying, your language is telling me that you are saying, but I did, these things I have done. It is like you are not punishing yourself, but you are treating yourself as if you are made mistake. Ultimately, what you had done was out of worry. Was it a right decision to send that person? Perhaps not. But you trusted them. You trusted that person to act in accordance with the benefit of the safety of the person you are concerned about. And that is fine. It is responsible. It is an expectation that anyone can carry for a friend. But it does feel like, just from your language, you are being hard on yourself for no particular reason. And not
I
no
concur.
reason.
Hello.
Oh, bonjour, monsieur.
Hello there.
How are
Sorry,
you?
I'm really one to gossip, so I'd be happy to join if you'd have me.
Oh, well, I'll be quite honest, it is a bit of a private conversation. But if you are looking for gossip, I could perhaps talk about some things I saw today.
I'm gonna go upstairs and play one-handed blackjack, and yeah, I'll be back down
Okay.
if you so desire
luck.
to finish your private conversation.
Good luck on your blackjack.
Or don't
Good
finish
luck,
it.
monsieur.
Don't let me dictate your conversation. You two look great.
Thank you.
A very interesting individual. But what am I trying to say? I'm trying to say that you did something that was actually very kind. You are right, and you did so out of the concern of your heart, because you could not be there at that moment. So you trusted someone else, and that person failed you. That person let you down. They caused a situation to, please excuse my language, go absolutely upside down, up a creek in a very bad way.
Yeah.
And you know, you are feeling stressed, and it is reasonable to feel stressed because you are dealing with all of this, and people are trying to throw blame around. People are trying to, you know, you are being yelled at the telegram station. It's so inappropriate. I would be furious at the person if they yelled at me in public like that.
I didn't know what to do in that situation besides just let them yell, so I just sat there with my eyes down and let them.
Honestly, I would have simply said to the person, you know, if you have a problem, we can talk about this like adults, or you
Ladies,
can continue
what's
trying to
your
embarrass
drink?
me. I drink, monsieur. I do not know what wine they have here.
I
Do they
usually
have
drink
good wine?
gin.
What?
A gin and wine, monsieur?
A gin, got it. And you?
I will have a wine.
A wine. Gin and
Glass of wine.
wine.
And very kind. Very kind. We shall continue later.
Yep.
But you know, the Rangers were very nice. They were very willing to just show me where the herbs are. I was very happy to see that. You know, I know you have one time told me that there had been a little rude to you. That they had said, "Oh, I cannot show you what this herb is." So I was a bit apprehensive at first.
Did I say that?
Mm-hmm.
I don't even remember ever saying that. I have mentioned that rangers are rather helpful. You know,
Oh, yeah, they were very nice. I think it was a while ago, and you mentioned that you were looking for a particular one, and they were like, "Oh no, we cannot help you," and you were a little frustrated.
Maybe it was a while ago because I don't remember.
Oh, yeah, it was I did not know, like a good distance of time. Oh, merci beaucoup, monsieur.
Okay. No problem. There it is.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. I hate this candelabra so
got
much.
this,
Reach the.
Oh, yeah, I'm
gin
gonna
there.
get my glass of wine.
There we go.
So, monsieur, what is your name?
My name is Joseph. And you?
Ah, monsieur Joseph. Je m'appelle Yvonne Alari, but a lot of people call me Eve. Yvonne is a little hard to say.
Yvonne. Ooh, I like Yvonne, though.
Of course, you are welcome to call me that.
Very well. And you, miss? On the other side of this dastardly candelabra?
My name is Lydia.
Lydia. Pleasure.
Likewise.
Joseph.
So,
So,
how are you
what brings
today,
you to the
monsieur
Road
Joseph?
Saloon, huh? I'm doing great.
Oh, well, honestly, we were just coming back from Valentine. We wanted to talk a little more. So we sat down, had a nice meal, and just
What
sort
were
of
you doing in
unwind from
Valentine?
now. Oh, I was dropping off some herbs.
Some herbs? You an herbalist?
I do not know if herbalist is the correct definition.
Yeah, all right. I'm not from Valentine, but I'm around there quite a bit. I don't really like the people there anymore. They're pretty terrible.
Oh, are they? I have not encountered too
Yeah.
many people in Valentine, honestly.
Yeah, they're a little insufferable, honestly.
You know,
sorry to hear that.
before
Do you
today,
agree
the
or
last...
disagree, Lydia?
I don't go to Valentine too often to really have my own opinions.
Yeah, probably not worth it, just so you know.
Last time I was there, there was some sort of violent situation that was developing, so I just left in a very, very quick hurry.
There always is a violent situation in that town. No one knows anything different. It's a very dangerous place.
But, you know, as Lydia said, I do not know the people there personally, so I cannot make too broad of a generalization.
Yeah,
I mean, honestly, any place can be dangerous.
that's true. Very true. What's the most dangerous place you've ever been in, huh? The both of you.
I suppose actually, the general store here in town.
Do tell, what happened?
Oh, mon Dieu, the other day I was riding my horse out of town, and a group of people just pointed their guns at me out of nowhere, and they dragged me into the general store, and they start shooting their guns at the cash register because they cannot open it, and they
Oh
are
my
so
goodness.
frustrated, and they are saying, "Oh, we will shoot this person if deputies do not leave us alone." And I am going, "Oh, monsieur, I've done nothing."
That's crazy. How could they do that to you?
I do not know. I am. I suppose I'm an optimist. I suppose they are dealing with things, troubles of their own, or sort of issues. But I do not want to think they are terrible people. But I would very much prefer they did not do that to me.
Don't give them any credence. They don't deserve your they don't deserve your excuse. All right. They did something very bad, Yvonne. Do you know what their names were?
No, I do not know their names.
Yeah, all right. Well, what about you, Lydia? What's the scariest thing you've ever done?
Fairly recently, I was also partially kidnapped and robbed, until they realized who I worked for, that is.
Oh, and who is it that you work for?
Mr. Barletti.
Mr. Barletti. I don't think I have the pleasure of knowing him.
Well, he's normally not awake around these times, so if you are, that's probably why.
Interesting. Yeah, I'm quite a night owl, I'd say, even though I'm here in this very early morning eating with you lot. And must I say, I'm very happy with the company.
Aren't you kind?
You
I
are
try
very
my
kind, Monsieur
darndest.
Joseph.
So what do you do for Mr. Barletti?
I am a senior bartender at the Bastille. I've been working for him for a while. I also manage the kitchen for the Bastille.
Ooh. So, being here, what are you doing here?
Here, I just been up with Eve here. They were going to deliver something Valentine's, so I went along with them. Kept
Yeah,
her
all right.
company.
Oui?
So what were you delivering?
A couple
You
of
don't mind me asking.
herbs. I believe they are called milkweed.
Yeah, milkweed.
Oh, yes. Used for ropes and such. Quite a strong fiber.
Oh, is that what
Really?
they were used for? I did not know
Yes,
that.
ma'am. Yes, they are.
Yeah, I
That
didn't
is
know
good to
that
know.
either, honestly.
I'll have to note that down.
Yeah, I find, and this is not, well, I think that Yvonne will agree with me on this, but I grew up in Canada, and I don't think they teach you the right things here in America in school. I just don't think you learn much of what you need. I've just got all these random little factoids that I bring out, and everyone's always, oh, I didn't know that, didn't know this, and you just learn it in Canada school.
Well, I cannot say too much about the quality of education, but I certainly had a very good time educated in France.
Yeah, I was just saying because Canada's kind of, like it was started as a French colony. It was more of a French thing.
I suppose we are, what is the saying here in America? Two pods in a pea?
Birds of a feather.
It is two peas in a pod. You got it almost, though.
Oh, mon
I
Dieu,
understood
I'm
it.
sorry.
We could be two pods in a pea.
Does that
They
even
wish
make
they
sense?
could be like you and me, speaking French every day, habitually.
Ah, goodness gracious.
What about you, Lydia? Do you speak any languages other than English?
I can barely speak English half the time, honestly.
Oh, damn. So you're a good writer then, are you?
Yeah, I definitely have the better penmanship than I do talking, honestly.
Yeah. Well, that's what they say. They say whenever one of your senses deafens, the other one enhances, right? So, if you're not good
Right,
at
yeah.
speaking, then you're definitely good at writing.
I would like to say so, though I put my talents in art usually when I'm not working.
Ooh. What kind of art do you make?
I'm a impressionist painter. I do a lot of painting.
Ooh. Do you think that one day I could pay you to paint me a portrait?
You would be the second one that has asked me that before, actually.
How did the first one fare?
Um, I'm assuming well, but unfortunately they passed before I could give them the portrait, so I had to give it
I
to one of
see.
his loved ones.
Well, how much would you charge for a portrait to be painted of me?
I agreed to 250 for the first one, so
Well, if you offer me that deal, I'll take it.
okay.
Was that an okay or an okay?
It wasn't okay.
All right, because those could go two different ways. A no can do starts with an okay, so I couldn't tell.
No, I can do that. Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Mm.
When can we schedule this painting?
Well, what I normally like to do, so I'm so busy working. What I normally like to do is kind of do a bit of a preliminary sketch here, so I have it as a reference for me to paint later.
Oh. You know, maybe I could pay you 500 and it'd be me and Yvonne in the painting.
Really?
Like a king and queen and a throne. The two
Mm.
French leadership, the two French royalty of Rhodes. Royalty of Rhodes, that has a nice ring to it. A roar. Like a nice little, just like that.
My dear Monsieur, I do not consider myself royalty, but honestly, that could be a very fun portrait.
I know, I'd put it up in an apartment.
I
Well,
probably would too.
so are we in agreement that this is going to be a portrait of two?
Sure, I'll pay you 500.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, the lighting has gotten awful here.
Yes, I suppose that is true.
Mm.
I'd
And
much
also
rather
this
do.
candelabra in between us.
Mm-hmm.
I
It
hate
is,
that to
Guess
be
we'll
like
have
that
to.
one famous painting of Lucifer. You know the one?
I do, yeah.
Yes.
We'll have to wait until we get better lighting, then I can get a good look at both of you and get a little preliminary sketch down.
Yeah, right. Do the two of you frequent the same circles?
Um,
Go
yeah,
ahead.
yes and no. I mean, we're friends, but they
Well, I'm
have.
just saying, it would be nice if you could take your preliminary sketch, when you're together. That way you don't have to put us apart. You see how our bodies match up against one another, size-wise. Don't
Right,
want to have
right,
me being, 2 times the size of her.
right. I'd have to get a good look at your heights in comparison.
Yes, we'll snuggle really closely and so you have
Uh,
no chance of getting it wrong.
well, that's completely up to Eve on what sort of.
Yeah. So when would you want to do this?
I'm sorry, I do not know snuggle.
It's like come together. Like
Oh,
like
like stand close? Stand close
yeah,
together?
of course.
Oh, I suppose you can stand close.
Even sounds similar. Stand close, snuggle. They're like both 2 syllables.
Oh, okay. I'm learning so much today. Is there a better spot we want to sit? Or like I saw there
I don't
is
know.
a
Can she see well enough? I think she was saying it was too dark.
It's too dark at the moment.
oui,
We need some better lighting.
Yeah, I was saying we'll probably have to do it another time, Yvonne.
Oh, I am sorry. I have not had a portrait painted. I'm perhaps a bit eager. I'm sorry.
I am as well. I would love to get the ball rolling.
Mm-hmm. So,
God.
all right. I suppose we can schedule something for another time.
Yeah, we could. Yeah.
So, let's see. Schedule-wise, I'm often around earlier at these hours.
How about I take your telegram down, Yvonne, and
Oh,
I
of
can
course.
work with you, and you'll be the go-between between me and our wonderful painter, Lydia.
All right. Let me know when you're ready to take it down.
Oh, I'm always ready.
Okay, it is RE 981.
Really energetic 981.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That is correct.
Well, I'm gonna run my little tookus over to the telegram station right to you right now.
All right. Magnifique.
Yeah, right.
Shall we expect you back here?
Would you like me back here? I think that we have to. Well, I might have to be off for a little
Of course.
while.
No, please. If you have other things to do, do not find yourself so obligated to come back.
Yeah,
We
I
may
also
take off
interrupted
soon.
your private conversation anyhow, so.
No, we are likely to depart very soon.
Gotcha. All right. Thank you, Lydia, for helping with this. I hope to hear from both of you very soon.
Yeah,
Of course. Take care, Monsieur Joseph. Au revoir.
Oh God.
Oh, he's a very interesting person.
Snuggle is more like putting your arms around someone and snuggling up close.
Monsieur, are you so sudden?
Yeah, I was trying to cut him off, but he was definitely talking well over me before I could even say anything.
Monsieur, oh dear. It's very kind. I do not have that sort of interest in them, you know?
Right, yeah. It's got very awkward.
Oh dear, now I feel terrible. I am just not interested in men, so I'm, you know, that is a bit awkward, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh no. I hope I did not give off the wrong impression.
Yeah, maybe we need to reiterate just what you're comfortable with if we can do this.
Perhaps I just got carried away with the conversation.
Oh, it's all right. I don't want you to be in a situation that you're not comfortable with.
Would much prefer that too.
Yeah.
So I was no snuggle. It is not something I am interested in, at least with a man.
Yeah, exactly.
So perhaps we can go right around or something. I might want to change as well.
Okay.
Oh, goodness, I'm embarrassed. Oh, mon Dieu, I have forgotten my code.
Sir. Jesus Christ. I don't know who Joseph is, but holy fuck. He gives Lydia the creeps already.
I am so flustered. I am just all over the place.
Well, hopefully we can clear it up, because he's got your telegram now.
Oui, I hope so. Right. I want to go to the general store and change real quick.
Okay.
You know, I have thought about getting an apartment in Saint-Denis, but every time I am in Saint-Denis, it is so dusty I cannot see in front of me.
Yeah, it's a lot of dust lately.
I very much like the town, but I do not know. Perhaps there is another place that will fit me. Perhaps Blackwater?
Blackwater is nice.
Alright. Ah, much better.
Much better.
So, where would you like to go? Oh, Monsieur, I am sorry.
Very good question.
Do you know if there are any nice locations to just go sit in town in private?
Hmm. There is Manic Ponds. I mean, it's not the most beautiful location in the world, but it's a pond.
I do not mind. If you wish to go there, we shall go.
Okay.
I am
Okay.
following you. I do not know where to go.
Yeah, sorry. I think we need to go this way.
Hmm.
I mean, it's not too far outside of town, but I've had a few conversations out this way. You can also get raspberries out here.
Oh, there are raspberries? Hmm. That sounds quite nice, actually.
Where's the pond? I like going
Ah.
around.
It is very quiet and quaint looking.
Mm-hmm. And one of the raspberry bushes is right here.
I have not had raspberries not in a sweet before.
Really?
Are they safe to eat?
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
I beg your pardon. I'm sorry. I did not mean to be so unsightly.
It's alright.
That is quite good. I like that.
Yeah, they're lovely.
So are there any back benches or anything?
Unfortunately not. Could sit on the rock if we would like.
I suppose. Very rustic.
Yes, very rustic. I couldn't really think of a park out here.
No, it is okay. I do not mind. Sometimes a spontaneous place like this is good too. Sorry, I'm just making sure I will get to a comfortable position here.
Yeah, of course.
All right. So, oh goodness, where were we? So I'm curious mostly how you feel about things right now, and I suppose I do not know how you feel like things are impacting other things in your life because of all of this.
I don't know, honestly. I don't know. I really like him. I really care for him. I guess there's a nurturing side of me that wants to take care of him. But it's like taking care of a brick wall sometimes. It's like things go in one ear and out the other. He says they'll do better, but then he turns around and does things that are not better. And this hurts me sometimes. So I really don't know how I feel. I think my care for him outweighs my frustrations. But those frustrations are there, and they seem to be growing day by day.
You
But
know, sorry, go on.
It's not just him that I'm frustrated with, though. Mickey, like I said, I feel like they're frustrating me a lot more than Will is. As of late. And I don't know if that frustration's kind of bleeding into Will and picking him apart because I'm so upset by Mickey and their actions. It feels like I step outside of the apartment to start my day and immediately get bombarded by another thing that's happening that kind of ruins my plans, as I tend to make to-do lists for the day. And I just get hit by drama after drama after drama and rushing to help this person or hear this person out or that sort of thing. And it's getting to be too much sometimes, as of late. Mickey gave me the well, what's the word I'm trying to look for? They made me feel safe as far as me venting my frustrations to them. Until very recently. I have noticed that Mickey seems to take these events of frustration. I like to get things off my chest sometimes without needing a solution or anything else. I simply just need to air it out so it's out of my head. And Mickey takes it upon themselves to find some sort of solution, and it's not a very good solution. For example, the Declan situation that I've talked to you about. I've talked to Mickey about too, and Mickey's solution was simply finding Declan and threatening him. Which would have made my situation with Declan even worse if Declan was indeed using me to get some sort of gain. Same thing with talking to Mickey about business related things, and Mickey suggested that I need to talk to Mr. Barley about my situation. I said, yes, you're right, I need to. But before I could even have this conversation with Mr. Barlady, Mickey took it upon themselves to go behind my back and have that conversation with him. And they literally just got hired like a month ago, but they're treating themselves as someone who is on par with me, trying to take over, which I didn't appreciate. The same thing with the Will situation. I air my frustrations out, and suddenly Mickey's over here threatening Will for being, you know, as sad as he is and everything else, because Mickey doesn't seem to like people who can't help themselves or in a very, very melancholy state, which is what Will is in right now.
It sounds like Mickey actually cares for you a lot. It sounds like Mickey has a great deal of respect for you. And honestly, really, truly, deep down wants to help you, you know?
Right.
But
just-
in trying to help you is crossing the line, is not respecting your boundaries in the relationship that you have.
That's exactly it. And it's making me lose my trust in Mickey and not wanting to talk to Mickey or hang out with Mickey because I'm afraid I'm going to say something that's going to cause Mickey to turn around and do something that I don't want them to do.
It is not that he is taking advantage of you, but in a way he is sort of abusing your own trust that you have in him. He's abusing the fact that you trust him, and is taking that part of your relationship, and perhaps not abusing it, not taking advantage of you. It's just a misplaced goodwill, you know?
Right.
You do not actually need help. You are a capable person, you are strong, and you are able to take care of problems on your own. But for whatever reason, it is like he needs to help you and provide his solutions. Because he thinks his solutions, their solutions are better and they are faster. And perhaps they feel like their solutions are just the most effective way, but in doing so, it is betraying your trust, it is crossing a line in your relationship, and it is only making things more difficult between you and them.
Yeah. And I voiced the same thing to their boyfriend. And Jimmy seems to agree with that Mickey is indeed crossing a line, and they even suggested I need to tell them that, because Mickey has done the same thing to their boyfriend, and he said that he had to basically put his foot down and say, I'm not asking for solutions. I don't need you to do this. But Mickey comes to me to vent their frustrations about things that are going on with Jimmy and Mickey. So I'm aware of the reaction that Mickey is going to have if I put my foot down. And I don't like confrontation.
Oy. That is very frustrating, I'm sorry.
I mean, I'm gonna have to, because this is going to cause an issue if I don't, but I'm not going to enjoy the conversation.
You know, I had a thought. It sounds like Mickey that they derive a lot of it is not self-importance, it is self-value from their relationships when they are able to help people that they care about. It sounds like that a method of them showing others that they care is that they help them with their problems. They derive a lot of meaning because I would assume previously in their life they were ignored or forgotten about. That they dealt with problems that people thought they were unreliable or they were not to be trusted. But now that they have people that they can perhaps trust or that count on them for certain things, for a job, for other tasks, they feel like they are now in a position where they can offer their trust and they can show their capabilities. But they have taken it too far. And honestly, you are correct. The only solution is to correct them. But it is not easy and it is not fun because, in the same vein, they are at this moment being shown that this thing that they are doing to show they are caring and that they love this person, platonically, of course, that they love this person, it is too much. And then they suddenly will fall into despair because they're thinking, oh, what do I do? How do I show I care? So it is not an easy thing to solve, you know?
Right. I think you pinned them pretty well, because I know their history. I know what they've been through. And
Mm.
I understand. And I do applaud them for taking the initiative that they are, especially because they want to get promoted in our business.
Mm-hmm.
But they're pushing too hard, and I'm afraid that's going to bite them in the end, because they are pushing so hard.
They are an adult, you know? There is going to be an odd point in their life where they will have to face the situation no matter what. It might be with someone else. It might be someone who is far more rough or blunt, or they are mean-spirited about it, and they make it so much worse. But you have a care about you, Lydia. You are a kind person. You are a very kind person. You have a very warm heart. You care very much for people. You say yourself you are a nurturer. And so it's often it is hard, but at the same time, I cannot think of a better person to help someone deal with these sort of situations.
I've told people before, I do have a big heart. It makes me feel deeply and care deeply, and sometimes that will hurt me in the end.
It is bigger than an us, I swear.
Mm-hmm.
But I certainly feel like you are absolutely capable of this. It is frustrating. I know it is very difficult, but at the same time, you are. It is hard to see sometimes when you are dealing with frustrations, but you are also blessed. You have good friends who care about you. You have good people in your life who they are troubled, but they rely on you, and there is value in that. I think you will come out on the other end of this wealthier in one way or another, Lydia.
I hope so. I just right now I'm a ball of frustration and worry between Mickey and Will.
Oh,
I'm
absolutely reasonable. I would slap this person in the face. I am sorry. I do not have as much patience as you, you know?
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing that I have so much patience.
You are like a saint. You are Saint Lydia of Sandony. They'll be making statues of you in the garden.
Oh goodness.
Saint of patience.
Some regulars of the bar have been calling me the Liberator.
You know what Saint Monica is?
Vaguely.
Oui. Since I do not know how religious you are with your pie at all, but if you are curious, you can probably find some scripture about Saint Monica at a library or a church. She is a patron of saint and patience and perseverance.
Interesting.
You know, she had 9 children.
9?
Oui?
Goodness.
I know it is too much, but I just thought I might bring her up to you if you are curious about literature. Even if you are not religious, sometimes there is value to be found in some scripture, because often there is a message that can be learned or interpreted.
Yeah, I'm not really much of a religious person, but I will definitely have to look them up to read about.
Of course, I am personally not religious myself. But a lot of people focus on one thing in particular with religion, and they focus on the aspect of believing in spirituality. And while that may not be something for me, I do find people often miss the value in some of the writings that do exist, you know? There are saints, there are scriptures, there are books, there are lessons to be learned because oftentimes religion is a message about virtues or vices or negatives to learn from.
This is true.
And perhaps Saint Monica might offer insight for you.
Yeah, I'll definitely have to look some books up about this person.
There are many churches in France, and especially in Bordeaux, there is a large chapel.
Is there?
I do not go there too much, but when I was younger, my parents took me there quite often. It is very troubling if a family of the Alari family, if a member does not show up to church, and if they do show up and they are yawning, it is a scandal.
A scandal?
I am exaggerating a bit. But, you know, in the social circles, sometimes if you are caught doing a faux pas, it will very much be talked about.
Oh, trust me, I'm aware.
Ah, mon Dieu, I do not miss the high society, but sometimes I do as well.
I don't miss the high society for a lot of reasons.
I miss those
But-
soirées. Oh, mon Dieu, the soirées. They are so much fun.
My mother threw so many parties, and I'm not. Crowds kind of bother me. So, and
No
I just
offense, Lydia, you are not a party person.
no, I'm not.
You are enjoy a nice cup of tea or coffee, and look out the window at a nice stormy day and enjoy a book, or draw another drawing in a sketchbook, or
Exactly.
plot another meal.
That's exactly me. Though I did enjoy our workers' little get-togethers while my mother's hosting her balls and everything else. On one floor, I go down to where the workers stay, their quarters.
Oh,
They're
like a
hold-
smaller party?
Yeah, they're holding a little get-together, eating and enjoying themselves in common area, and I usually go down there and hang out with them most of the time. I mean, obviously, I have to show my face up in the ball for a little bit, at least to say hi, I'm here, and then I go disappear.
Mhm. That is always an expectation.
Yeah, exactly.
Mon Dieu. Well, I certainly hope that me offering an ears out to you a little bit.
It has. I'm still worried, considering I've still not gotten a telegram from Will. But I suppose I will hopefully see or hear from him tomorrow at some point.
I hope so as well. That is an entirely other issue that, honestly, I do not have the experience to comment much on. Because, like, it sounds like you care deeply. It sounds like he cares deeply, or at least he wants to. But it sounds like the current issues that he's facing are just too much for him to focus on other things that he wants to do. So he is throwing himself at things that he's familiar with, and that familiarity is providing him comfort,
Yeah.
even at risk of his own health.
That's my concern. That's my concern. One of these days I'm going to get a telegram that he pushed himself too hard and he's gone.
I have a question about him.
What?
Is he a person that is very often in control of things, like situations, or jobs, or himself, quite often?
He definitely tries to be, yes.
Like, he makes a lot of decisions.
Yes.
Okay, so it sounds like he's dealing with issues that are very much out of his control. And he does not know how to cope with it. So the only coping mechanism that he has He's diving into things that he knows and is familiar with. And I am sorry to say this, Lydia, but though you are familiar with each other, he does not know how far he can go in that level of familiarity with you, you know? That control.
That's true.
You offering to help is good and it is a kind thing, but it scares him, I think. It scares him because it is out of his control.
Yeah. Because of all the things that's happened to him at this point, we still haven't gotten an official date. And so it's more, we're kind of, because I've been taking care of him, he's been staying at my apartment. So we're kind of like several steps ahead from an official date. But I don't know, maybe things got a little too fast on him and now he's kind of spooked on top of everything else.
And it sounds like he's overwhelmed, you know? It is not a fault of you. It is not a fault of him. It is a fault of circumstance, honestly.
Yeah.
I do not have advice to give, because you do not seek advice. All I will say is, you know, just keep being yourself and take care of you as well, you know?
It's hard to do, but I'm trying.
I know. I see you taking care. And that is why we are at a random pond in the middle of nowhere, talking about boys. Les garçons. I tell you, garçons know just so much.
Honestly, Will and I are very similar. I also throw myself into things that I know I can do.
Oh, trust me, I know.
Which is work, usually. So I tend to wrap myself in work and let all this bottle up, and I need more talks like this. I need more time spent simply just enjoying the scenery. I don't know,
So-
just lately it's been hard to do.
So I will do something then. I will not throw the responsibility on you. I will simply send you a telegram and I will say, all right, Lydia, you have had enough. Come. We are going and we are going to do something else. And I will
Yeah.
not give you a choice.
I'm gonna need some of those, yes.
You have enough choice and responsibilities. I will take responsibility.
Thank you.
I will try to do this for you on at least a weekly basis.
That would be nice.
Good.
The only time I've been outside the city is for work, usually. Or some sort of stressful situation. Even in the city, it's all stress. Everywhere I go, it's something's going on.
I will say to you, all right, we will not look at telegrams. We will not look at any other people on the side of the road. Although if they need help, obviously we will. But perhaps we will go and talk to some of the rangers and we'll say, Monsieur, take us on an adventure. Take us to find herbs off in some random location. And then you will take me to Eclavia and you will make me an outfit if we're going out into the desert. Or
Okay.
perhaps up into the mountains. Or perhaps you will make me look like a cowboy. I do not I do not know how I will look.
Well, if we're going west, we definitely going to need to dress a little bit more like we're from the west, given current situations. So I think we'll both be dressed up like cowboys if we went that way.
I will be honest, I have not the first clue about how to dress like that.
Apparently I don't either. I put together an outfit and I was told that I don't look like I'm from the west. I look like I'm from Valentine trying to pretend to be from the west.
You know, the apps will be the best dressed cowgirls out there.
Yeah, perhaps.
They'll all be jealous of us.
Yeah.
And I am okay with that. Alright. I am getting quite fatigued.
Yeah, I was thinking the same. Probably should start heading back to the city.
Hmm. I believe I got a telegram from Mr. Monsieur, is it Joseph?
Joseph.
Jeremy? I do not remember. Joseph, that is
I
right.
think it's Joseph.
Alright.
Started with a J.
I shall find out in a moment. There are so many berry bushes.
Yes. There's a lot of raspberries over here.
I will have to remember that. Alright. I will go and start thinking about what sort of things I will need to get together to start baking sweets again.
Okay. Yeah, just let me know if you need any help with finding ingredients or
You
help
know,
baking
honestly,
or...
I do not know where to find most things. I assume General does.
Well, it depends on what it is that you're wanting to gather.
That is very true, I suppose.
If you want, is so you can cut costs, you can actually go through the sugarcane fields outside of Saint Denis and make your own sugar cubes if you need it.
Oh, mon dieu, do I have to pick on the sugar again? I am unsure if I'm capable of such an labor. Oranges, wood shavings, egg, old-fashioned drinks, and no.
Eva's filling her oats right now.
Hmm?
Eva's filling her oats right now.
Oh?
She's getting a little spicy.
Oh, I see.
Wanting to take off on me.
I was going to say, did you have a hot pepper? Mon dieu, the telegram I got.
What
It
does it say?
reads, Joseph, your portrait partner. It is I, the man of whom you may be regaled with perpetuity with. Let us organize a time for a sketch with Lady Lydia. Joseph, HC558. He's a very dramatic man.
Yes, he is.
Alright, let me see. Alright, botched man.
Fridays are usually bad for me, by the way. Especially tomorrow. I'm probably not gonna do much outside of my apartment.
Perhaps, perhaps, a Monday or Tuesday?
Yeah, I can work.
Do you prefer a day during the week? Perhaps, Monday, Tuesday, or Thursday? I cannot do, Wednesday, unfortunately.
Day of the week would be nice. Or Monday, Tuesday, or Thursday. Yeah.
All right. Perhaps from around I do not know, 8 p.m. Eastern.
I could probably do that. Yeah. And just have a quick dinner. Bees are flying around.
Sorry. Oh,
Bees.
mon Dieu.
I think it's okay now.
All right. Perhaps 9 p.m. Is that better for you?
That would be better. Yeah.
All right, then we'll do that time. So I would say perhaps Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, and 9 p.m.
Okay.
All right. There we go. Okay. All right.
Sorry.
Something wrong?
Read the newspaper.
Oh, is there a shocking article?
I don't know how to say this person's name.
I will pull out my own paper. Hold on. Which one?
Murder is her mission?
Oh, I believe that is Irish or Welsh, if I am not mistaken.
Is
I
that
would simply say the last name. Buchan.
Is it Eiley? Bailey?
I cannot tell you. I am sorry.
It's just.
But perhaps, probably.
It's just a horrifying article.
Abduction and attempted murder of 2. Oh goodness. That is terrible. Goodness.
Yeah. Threatened to kidnap and mutilate deputies and journalists daily to make herself known. I don't understand people who do that.
As in, there are many things here. There is that execution going at the grave. And back to Bedlam. Goodness gracious.
And then there's the one article about cornbread.
That is an odd mix.
Yes, it is. Goodness.
Oh, goodness, the death of the deputy. That is terrible.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I was witness to part of that.
Oh, mon Dieu.
There's newspapers in that box, so I decided to look.
Alright, I suppose back to Saint-Denis?
Yep.
Oh, it is so foggy.
Yeah. I've been noticing it getting so foggy as of late.
was very pleasant to ride around with you today.
Likewise. I definitely needed this.
No, translating from French to English is so time consuming.
I imagine so, yes.
I have to think, oh, is this the right word? Am I mistaken on the meaning of this English word, or...
Honestly, I do that by myself and my only tongue is English.
You know, I think I will avoid adding the word snuggle to my vocabulary.
Yes, yes,
That
mean-
seems like a very intimate word.
it is. I mean, don't get me wrong, I do like a good snuggle, but not with a random stranger like him.
You know, I do not want to be terribly rude, but it was not to my taste, even if I was interested.
Yeah. Yeah, same here.
I am certain that you would have many political marriages if he was in high society. Sorry, am I being rude?
No. He
That
he
was
was
so
definitely
underhanded
an
of me. Goodness,
interesting
what is wrong with me? What is wrong with me? I'm being so rude.
He was definitely interesting, that's for sure. He kind
Well,
of unsettled me.
I do not want to say he was very rude, but you know, I do not think approaching to random people and inserting yourself into their conversation is very polite.
No, it is not.
I mean, not without purpose, you know? If perhaps he came to us for a purpose, aside from, you know, oh, there is something I want to tell you.
Aside
was
from
simply-
flirting.
Is that what he was doing?
He was flirting, yes.
Oh, mon dieu, I did not notice. Oh, there's a carriage. Careful. I am a bit, perhaps inexperienced with a lot of this sort of things.
At this point, I'm just expecting all men to be flirtatious like that.
There are such creatures, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Do I have to start every conversation with, I am not interested in them? But I do not want to say those things to people I do not know.
Yeah, exactly.
I am not interested in telling you my personal preferences.
Exactly. I don't know. You be friendly with someone and they immediately start thinking certain things. Just because you smile
I am
and,
very
and be
much in
friendly.
for a bad time, you know? I am friendly with everybody.
Me too, and I run into this problem all the time.
Mon dieu, Lydia, should we just stop being rude to everybody? I said no.
Just-
Go away. I have no interest in you.
Just scowl and be like, what do you want?
Ugh, it hurts my heart to even say that to nobody.
Same here. That kind of hurts saying.
It does not feel right.
No.
I cannot do that.
Yeah, me either.
No, I do not know if you. I do not think you were there. There was this man. He tried to flirt with me, and I was in Valentine, and I was with Miss Virginia, and you know I was sitting at the table. I was having a nice supper, and he comes over and he starts. I am very often blind to such things, but even I was noticing it.
I was gonna put Eva away since we're at the stable.
Oh, that is a good idea.
Careful, she's really feeling it tonight. Maybe she needs to be ran before you put her down for the night.
Monsieur, yes. Oui, it is installed number 2. That is correct. Yes, you know. Alright. I think we are all good.
Okay. Eva's racing name is Even the Odds. Oh, I'm so sorry, sir.
Oh, you are taking our apparatus?
I imported her here from our racing barn.
Oh, I see.
All of my horses, well, except for I have a Dutch warm blood that I rode
bonsoir.
around on. But yeah, all of my thoroughbreds are racing horses from our barn.
Perhaps that is why they are also spirited.
Yep, that is exactly why. Though Monet is getting up there in the years, so she's not as spirited, but sometimes she'll feel it. Sometimes she wants to push herself ahead and be leader of the pack.
The ranger tonight was commenting on Enoch and was saying, oh, that is a very nice horse. Very pretty. I said, oui, it was a gift. Enoch is not stubborn, not rambunctious. I do not know the right word for it, Enoch.
Energetic?
That is perhaps the correct word. Very energetic. Very happy to jump over things or race ahead. Unbidden, or go into a random clearing and ride away from me, and then I am forced to struggle to catch up.
Sounds about right. Oh.
Oh, I do not want to be caught butt of the cobblestone.
Nope. Well, my hotel's over here. So.
Alright, well, I am going to go check my telegrams, and then I shall get some rest.
Okay.
Alright, well, thank you again for today, okay?
Yeah, I'm glad we did this.
You take care of yourself, we? Go and take a break every so often, or I will pull you into a break and you have no choice.
I'll try. I'll definitely try.
Good. You cannot take care of others if you yourself are not taking care of yourself.
Yeah, you're right.
Good. Alright, I will talk to you later. Have a wonderful evening, alright?
Yeah, you too.
Alright, bonsoir.
See you soon. Well, that was an unexpected long session tonight. It was nice though. Lydia needs moments like that to get things off her chest. Lydia loves Will, but he does some things that concern her. And she's in that rock and the hard place where she wants to take care of him and be there for him and everything else, but at the same time doesn't want to smother him because she knows what smothering feels like. And at the same time, even more, a little frustrated with him because he knows he does wrong, doing some of the things that he does and be reckless as he does. And yet he still does it and apologizes later for it. It's just a mixed bag. She loves him, but there's moments that frustrate her. We'll see what happens. Just random corn, okay. Okay, that's it for now. I don't know if I'll be back tomorrow because I have things I gotta do tomorrow, but we'll see.